What is up guys, Delboy here. Just a quick post-fight thoughts video for the WBO Super Lightweight title fight between Maurice Hooker and Alex Saucedo. This fight really did go under the radar. It was a good fight on paper and it delivered. You know, it had a lot of action, back and forths, big punches, knockdowns. You know, really good fight. Maurice Hooker went in as the champion and he leaves as the champion with a 7th round knockout. From the very first bell, this fight was very high paced. In the first round, you know, Hooker, being the longer, taller guy, he was looking to try and keep range, trying to use that jab, trying to use that long right hand behind it and time Saucedo coming forward. Whereas Saucedo, being the shorter, more compact guy, was trying to get up to the mid-range and on the inside to do some work. You know, when the fight was on the outside, Hooker had the advantage, he was landing his right hand. But when the fight was up close or in the mid-range, it definitely favoured Saucedo. And that's why it was such a good fight. Both guys had contrasting styles and it just gelled really well. The first round I felt Hooker just about edged it, but in round 2, Hooker gets timed in between a jab right hand combination. Saucedo timed him with a lovely looping right hand that kind of caught Hooker in between punches. Really well timed shot, caught him flush. Hooker was dropped quite hard and Saucedo really tried to put the pressure on in round 2. But after round 2, you know, to Hooker's credit, he responded really well. Rounds basically 3 till 6 were back and forth, you know, hard to score. Both guys were having success. When it was on the outside, like I said, Hooker was kind of the guy landing the shots. He's got a really nice quick right hand that was finding the target very regularly, and sometimes he can lead with it as well, and that was catching Saucedo off guard. Saucedo's problem for me coming forward was the fact that he never really took his head off of the centre line. You know, no head movement, nothing like that. He was always a sitting duck for Hooker's quick straight punches, and they was landing regularly throughout the fight. Also the uppercut as well was landing at times also. So that was Saucedo's mistake coming forward. Just didn't move his head enough for me. But yeah, rounds 3 through 6 were very even. I felt both guys hurt each other. Both guys were having success. You could score the rounds either way. And, you know, after round 6, it was kind of hard to see what direction the fight was going. But round 7, Maurice Hooker started the round really well, landed a series of right hands, driving Saucedo back. Saucedo was clearly hurt and Hooker lands a right hand that kind of drives him back into the ropes. The ropes kept him up, so it was counted as a knockdown. Saucedo beats the count and Hooker jumps right back on him, again landing a series of right hands, knocking Saucedo's head back, and the referee jumps in to stop the fight. I felt it was a good stoppage, to be quite honest, and, you know, really good back and forth fight, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Well done to Maurice Hooker for defending his title for the first time. I pretty much had this fight as a 50-50 going in, so yeah, I give Hooker a lot of credit here. And I've got to say, on the come-up, he was a guy I never rated, I've got to be honest. But since Vidales-Perez fight where he got gifted a draw, I do think this guy has improved. You know, I think he has got better since then. And, you know, he's raw, he's kind of ungainly, but, you know, he does have some good things going for him. He has decent power. He's tall and rangy for the weight. A very quick right hand that is, it's a really weird right hand. You know, somehow he disguises it really well, mainly due to its speed, but, you know, he's got a weird technique behind it when it almost looks like he whips the punch in. It's hard to explain, but it's a really quick shot, and especially when he leads with it, you know, the opponents don't see it coming. But I do think Maurice Hooker is improving. Do I think he's a perfect fighter? No, but like this fight, I think he can be involved in some good tear-ups. I don't think this guy is ever going to be the best in the division, but I do think he is better than I originally gave him credit for, so yeah, fair play to him. Where would I like to see him go next? I mean, there are some good fights for him. The unification fight against Jose Ramirez, I think that would be a really, really good fight. Again, a similar style clash to this fight, where Ramirez is the pressure fighter and Hooker wants to keep it on the outside. That would be a fun fight. I think that would be a much tougher fight, though, than Saucedo. That's a unification fight. I like that one. Alternatively, he could fight the winner of the World Boxing Super Series. That would be pretty cool. Also, from a UK perspective, there is talk of Jack Catterall fighting Maurice Hooker. I think that fight will be hard to make because Maurice Hooker is with Eddie Hearn and DAZN, whereas Jack Catterall is with Frank Warren and BT. So unless it is in a purse bid scenario, I don't think that fight would be negotiated, to be quite honest. But that's just my opinion. And not only that, obviously there's the fallout of Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade. Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren working together, I mean, I don't think it's very likely right now. But I would like to see Hooker versus Catterall. I think that's a good fight. But yeah, share your thoughts below on the fight. I really enjoyed this one. Really, really good fight. Shout out to Top Rank for, putting money in their guy and making this fight happen. I enjoyed it.